So Aquarius, thinking about doing your reading, something popped into my mind, and it was somebody on the threshold of a doorway, and it was going in, coming out, right? I know I've done the opposite mine, but actually that kind of works. When you're going out, you're coming in. When you're going in, you're coming out. Are you in or are you out? That's what I'm getting. Okay, so let's take, first of all, a couple of cards just about that. Being on the threshold, are you in? Are you out? That's interesting. Okay, I knew this was going to be a strong reading. That's why I've got my Aquarius t-shirt on. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Got my Venus in Aquarius. What have you got in Aquarius? Leave me a comment. Let me know. Okay, now, first off, we all love a Seven of Pentacles, okay? Nice, gentle card, putting the work in, doing things gradually. Not very Aquarian, to be honest. Normally, Aquarius is quite sort of, I don't know, like do everything, then don't do everything. Or excited about it, then bored of it, and then excited about it again. It's more of a toing and froing, which I really like. But Seven of Swords is right behind it. If you're feeling jumpier than a bag of jelly beans, I feel like you have a good reason. And it feels like there's something in my eye, and I'm sure that's something, because there wasn't something in my eye before I did your reading. Love this Seven of Swords. It's a sly fox of a card. Now, it doesn't, sometimes Seven of Swords obviously means somebody is sneaking around, all the rest of it, and maybe that's why you don't know if you want in or you want out, and you don't know if you're on safe ground or you're not on safe ground. But it also means staying below the radar yourself, being quite foxy about how you do things, not being open, not talking to everybody about everything, and maybe, Aquarius, not talking to anybody about anything. Yes. Okay, I'm going to take some cards for your general read here. This is to do with life purpose, it's to do with work. We'll have a look. I have a feeling for some of you this is career. Then I'll do your love reading under here. This could also relate to your love reading. We don't know yet because I used a different deck. Oh, nice. For the love reading. Oh my God, the Lovers and the Ten of Cups. Let's keep our fingers crossed. There will be an extended love reading, so if the love reading really resonates, it's the first link in the description box. Let's investigate. I feel like we're investigating. Oh. And I've also just had, oh, that's gorgeous, channeled to me like an old school inspector, you know, like Inspector Clouseau, or one of those where they've got like a bowling hat and they're all in silhouette, you know, was a dark night, that kind of thing. I'm getting that, like there's some kind of detective, you're playing detective. Oof, I'm going to write that down actually, because that really, really resonates. You're playing detective. The only pen that works is the goldfish pen. Oh my God, I love that. I actually love this. A subscriber sent it to me. And it's like, do you remember those nudie pens, which I had? I used to attend these really quite, and you'll get this, you lovely Aquarians, these really quite posh writing classes where it was all terribly highbrow. And I used to deliberately, this is awful, confession time. I used to take my nudie cowboy pen. And let's just say that as you write, he's only left with his hat. And I was there in the cloisters of some cathedral in the back room doing a little poetry class. Just like quietly giggling to myself. Anyhow, back to the foxiness. Let me know in the comments section if you've done anything like that. Keep it clean as much as you can. I know you Aquarians are here for that kind of, I don't know, dry humour, I suppose. We get the Sun. Now, apart from looking like my cat's backside, which it really, really does, I know, there's nothing wrong with my cat, but my cat likes to show me a lot. Yeah. This is a great card to get, because if you get this, it's about knowing that something isn't being revealed. If you get the big cat's ass reveal, you know that something is being revealed. It's yang, it's coming out. It's like, woohoo! This feels like if you play detective and if you stay below the radar yourself. So if you've got any plans, let's say it's at work, and you know that X, Y, or Z is going down at work, and you're going to do this. You're going to maneuver yourself here. You're going to make this move. Don't even tell your, work wife or work husband or your bestie at work. Don't be telling anybody what you're doing. If this is a situation with your friends, in your WhatsApp group chat, in your family, whatever, keep everything close to your chest. Be the sly fox, okay? Be that sly fox, because there's still some things about this that you don't know, and there's still a lot of merit to you playing detective and sleuthing for clues, okay? We've got the Daughter of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles, and it's a soft reminder about vulnerability being strength. Aquarius, you may have been feeling at the time that you see this reading that you are vulnerable in some way and that you have a lot to protect. And do you know what? I think you're actually right about that. I think you're actually right. Now, the thing is about deer is they are incredibly vulnerable, and they are quite good at evading capture, actually. Their vulnerability is their strength, and their beauty is their strength. Let's take a couple more cards to go with this. It's a very strong message for you. And also that beginning image that I had of are you in or are you out is very, very important. This feeling of whether somebody's on your side or not, and whether you're in the majority, and if you're in the minority, are you well enough protected? Oh, I love this for you. We get this card. I used to call it the Twitter card, but then of course it kind of has different connotations, doesn't it? This is about strength in numbers and solidarity, okay? So although you're not sharing it with other people, what your plan is, what's going on with you, you're scoping and you're observing to see where other people sit in the situation, okay? Where do you sit? Where do you sit? What have you got to lose? What have I got to lose? What have they got to lose? How does it all map? Whose loyalties lie with who? Can you see? Yeah, that's nice actually. You get the Son of Swords or the Knight of Swords. And this is about making a verbal strike at some point. There will come a point, I want to look at the bottom. This is really nice actually. You get the Three of Pentacles at the bottom. There will come a point where you will have to reveal your hand, make your strike, pipe up, say something, make your verbal command or whatever it is. Something's going to come out of your mouth that's going to tell people your position. By this time, you've done enough foxy sleuthing that you know where all the bodies are buried, you know where the land lies, you know how this goes. Okay? You're going to be in a much stronger position than them because, frankly, they didn't even see it coming and you did. You prepared. You were among everybody. It's a bit like, and I don't know how to play this game, I think it's called Among Us. And I remember the boy used to play it, and you don't know who's the enemy. You know, it's an old-fashioned table game, really. You don't know who's the enemy. It feels like you have the advantage here, okay? Shall we do a bit of a love reading as well? And it may well follow on. I'm going to show you these cards as a story. You can see it. I've worked this hard. I've done these things. I've got this. That's the Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. I'm being crafty is a better word for it. We've got the old cat's bottom here of the sun, but it's also about things being revealed, not just my cat's backside. We've got the daughter of pentacles, the page of pentacles, which is this softness that is required. And for you to be able to regulate yourself. Okay? Then we also have the three of, I was going to call it the three of birds. Three of cups. The need for you to be able to watch everybody and work out who is on your side, not on your side, and where they're at. Okay? And the Three of Pentacles kind of goes along with this too, because the Three of Pentacles is about working together. Okay? And then we have this Son of Wands. God, did I say swords earlier? Sorry about that. Knight of Wands. Okay? Making a strike. Getting out there. Can you see it's got the whole kind of, like the sun or the tea towel holder or the cat's arse, it's got this whole aspect. Okay, love reading. I'm going to use some love cards actually. Oh yes I am. What do we need to know for my lovely Aquarians? Love is all you need. I'm actually getting that song in my head. That's quite romantic. It's not a song I would normally play. Okay, give me just one card first of all, please. That one. Yeah, we'll take you. Oh, Five of Swords. Now this is Venus in Aquarius. I have Venus in Aquarius. Personally, I love a bit of Venus in Aquarius. It saves you very much when you need to behave like the fox with the swords. Okay? Venus in Aquarius is a bit like being in a game or being in a game of chess. There's a lot going on. There are things, there are positions, there are maneuverings, there are certain moves that people can make ahead of time and they know what they mean and they know what they are. And then you are the same. It's almost as if you and someone else are maneuvering around each other. Let's take another card. Ooh. Ooh. Ace of Cups. That's a bit nice. Ace of Cups is love. You know, pure and simple. Here we are. Here's the love. It can be new love because it's an ace, obviously. It's new, but it's lasting because aces do. For me, they last like, or they're like a year instead of a minute. You know, they've got longevity, but they've got innocence. So what are we maneuvering around? We're maneuvering around the Ace of Cups, which kind of trumps that, I think. There's a lot of thinking. There could be banter. There could be sort of, not arguments, but definitely discussions or text messages or back and forth, I think I would say. This is undefended, a bit like this deer. Undefended love. I like undefended love. Get on. King of Wands comes out. I like the King of Wands. Would not kick him out of bed for eating crisps. Not even beef Monster Munch. Yeah, if he got to bed and he brought a beef and tomato pot noodle, then I would show him the door. But apart from that, and that's, you know, an egregious thing to do. King of Wands is somebody who is fun. It can be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sag, but it can also be somebody, quite honestly, when you're an Aquarius, and let me know what you think about this in the comments, okay? When you're an Aquarius, you need someone who can keep up with you. Your energy doesn't stay in the same place. I know you're a fixed air sign, and I have never realised or been able to work out, and if you can tell me, I'll be very grateful, how this works. Because why don't you stay the same then? You know, I know that's a very simplistic way of looking at it, but I've noticed Aquarians evolve in all kinds of different directions. And if the person can't also do that, Or at least, you know, if your evolution is like a scribble, theirs needs to be a scribble too, to make it interesting for both of you. King of Wands is like that. They've got all kinds of riz going on. We love a bit of riz. This can be somebody, because it's a king, it's somebody who's probably already established for you. Or that you already, oh my God, that you already know. You've got the sun again. Sun, sun. Swing! Definitely look out for fire sign action or action during fire sign months. Okay? Nice. The sun is open, it's attractive, it's passionate. Quite frankly, it's hot. It feels good on your skin. This is very open. That's quite secretive there. I get that. There's some like maneuvering, some secrets, some posturing. Here it's open. It's wide open. I like that. Let's see if we can't spoil it with another card. No, we don't. 3 of Cups. That's good too. 3 of Cups. Oh God, some of you, and let me know again in the comments, are tarot readers or magic people in some way, because we've got 3 of Cups together. We've got the Sun together. We're starting to get these repeating cards. Often that happens in the extended reading where I look at these cards and you start getting almost with a different deck repeating cards. It tells you that the person that you're reading for is quite weird and magical, really, which are the 2 words that I would definitely use to describe Aquarians. Now listen up. 9 of Wands is in the house. 9 of Wands. When we get the 9 of Wands, just know this is fun and frolics. This is super attractive. We got the sun, so it's galloping forwards, if you know what I mean. Tst. We've got the Ace of Cups, so this is a nice feeling of love. It's freely given, and I like that. In the end, it's freely given. Not straight away, for some reason. I'm getting a download that this is like something being hidden behind a paywall. Like love behind a fence. That's quite weird. But this is how you're breaking that down. And I still say, it's making my nose run, I still say with the 7 of Swords that you should retain your below the radar status and let the other side or the other person bring the sun and bring the gift to you. 9 of Wands is just saying you need to pay attention and slow down enough, Daughter of Pentacles, so that you make sure you've got your boundaries, okay? Aquarius can have very good boundaries in my experience. Let me know in the comments, but I've always found Aquarius to have good boundaries. But if you're very excited, you can forget about them occasionally, as we all do. So pay attention to that, okay? But to be honest, this looks like quite an adventure in love. Ooh. You get the moon. Now, look, let me just get rid of me a minute. We have the sun and the moon. So, we're talking eclipses. Now, the next eclipse to when I'm making this reading, which incidentally is during Aquarius season. We've just started Aquarius season when I'm making this. I don't know when you're going to be getting it. Happy birthday, happy Aquarius season, okay? So, March the 14th, total lunar eclipse, and March the 29th, partial lunar eclipse. Whack those dates in your diaries, okay? The moon is also Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and revelation. Things coming out. This I really like because you haven't made it happen. You've stepped back, you've been observant, you've been foxy about it, you've played your cards close to your chest and you've let them reveal who they are. It's a bit like my cat showing me that. Let them show you, not literally, or yeah, if you're into that, you know, let them show you who they are, okay? The moon, there are still things you don't know about. Now, I wouldn't go digging for them in particular. It's one of those things. It's don't not go digging and don't go digging. Do you remember the door where you were kind of going in and out? And I had that image of you being on the threshold. You're on the threshold of something good. It's good to be dipping in and having a look, and it's good to be stepping back. Okay? You've got friendship, so you may be on the edge of something with somebody. Okay? Aquarians are very, very good at this. Very good. We've got friendship, we've got trust, and we've got gifts. Wow. I want to look at the bottom as well. And at the bottom, I've got the right path. Is it obvious what the right path is? No. Will you know if you want to be more than friends? Not completely. Not yet. Do you know if you can trust them? Sort of. At the time of this reading, I think you're on the threshold of that door. Do you go in? Do you go out? This is very, very, very interesting. The gift is about your ability to understand each other. I don't feel, even if you've been together for a while, or even if this is someone you haven't yet met, I don't feel that you know each other very well in the real sense of knowing each other, which is fine, because this is something that can happen. We have a lot of reveal with two suns in the reading, but with the moon in the reading, everybody has their secrets. Okay? In the extended reading, I am going to look at the Ace of Cups, the King of Wands, the Sun. I'm also going to look at what is this kind of, I don't know if it's game playing. I'm going to look, what is this that's going on here? Because I'm interested in finding that out. I will also take some cards about your person. How do they feel? What's going on with them? What are the shadow cards? What's the best way forward? Okay. If you want that reading, the link should be the first in my description box down below. Leave me a comment. Anything Aquarius, Aquarius AF, and I'll see you on the other side. Namaste.